how do we stop having to replace these nibs? Before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want updates on how to use a Remarkable 2 and achieve better thinking in this digital age. Please leave a comment below saying I've subscribed and I will personally get back to your comment. So when you got your Remarkable 2, you forked out at least £400 or dollars, then you added the folio and the marker, and you kind of feel hard done by and you're like, why do I have to keep on buying the nibs? Well, for one thing, you need to be able to write on the device. But secondly, if you really, like me, want to get the most value out of your nib and think, well, actually, I don't really want to have to buy any more nibs. I think I should be able to find a nib that, like maybe the Supernote A5, you should be able to have an infinite nib. I've been doing some research and I've been trying out the Steadtler Noris nibs. What you can see there is a nib that has been used 3 weeks. You can see that the edges have become flat and the writing experience isn't great. It's not precise and you have to change it at the end of a couple of weeks. And so I've been burning through my pack of 9 nibs. I've had this now for at least 10 months, this Remarkable 2. So I was thinking, as many of you out there, it's like, how do we stop having to replace these nibs? Perhaps I can use nibs from other brands. So I looked on Amazon, as everywhere I go, looking at the comments, and the comments showed that actually there was a Steadtler Noris, the regular pencil that you can buy. What I got was this. For £7 you get 5 nibs. Okay? Let me show you there. So I've actually got one in here. What it comes with, this pack, is a clamp ring that you can take out the nib with. And I just want to talk to you guys about the nib itself because it's very much different to the Remarkable standard nibs that come with your pack. As you can see, where my finger is the regular Remarkable tip, and to this side of it is the Steadtler Noris nib. It's much thinner, and when you write with it, it's a lot more, let's just say, slightly rubbery in feel, so it doesn't feel graphite-y. What you do to replace it is, if you've got this is an existing Steadtler Noris nib that I've got in there, and I've had it for 3 weeks now. And actually what I'll do is I'm going to compare this nib that I've got in for 3 weeks against an original Steadtler Noris nib. So what you do is, there's this clampy thing here, and you need to use it because it's very thin. Unlike the Remarkable 2 nib that's fatter, you won't be able to grip it with your fingernail. So I'm just going to go and put it in the middle, and if you can see, I'm just trying to focus it. So to the right of the middle one is a new Steadtler Noris nib, and to the right of that is a new Remarkable 2 nib. So after 3 weeks, you can see that it really hasn't worn down, which is a bonus for those people like myself who don't really want to pay for those extra nibs. And again, like I said, it cost me £6.99 from Amazon for a pack. So I'm really looking forward to using these nibs. Right, so just taking it out, and like I mentioned, it really has not worn down, which is a real bonus. You see on the left here, this is a pen tip used after 3 weeks on the Remarkable 2, which, as you can see, it's flat. It doesn't really work well. So I'm now going to go and put that back in and just grab it, and with this you can actually just pick it off, and like normal, here's a empty nib, sorry, empty pen, just put it in. So now I'm going to go and show you how it writes and try and describe the feeling and the texture. So quick sheets, because that's what it's used for. Share with you, sorry about the noisy seagulls in the background, the writing. Okay, this is on fine liner, and hopefully the mic will pick up the sound. So you still get the friction and the paper feeling, but the characteristic pen is different. Because it's more rubbery in nature, the pen tip, it feels more like a fine liner. Okay. So imagine writing on a piece of paper with this. It's going to be a bit more smoother and less graphite-y in nature. If you just want to write notes, this pen tip is fantastic. One thing I will mention is there is a bit more give because the profile of the pen tip is slightly narrower than the original Markable 2. What I'm trying to demonstrate is it's a bit more flexy. And if you can live with that, this is a really good option to save money. Whilst we all know you can probably get, I think, a pack of 25 Markable 2 tips for £34. You know, this will last a lot longer. What I'm going to do next is demonstrate the pen types, just to show you that this is for real and I've actually used this pen. These are things that I've already drawn with. So if we go to ballpoint pen to this test. Yep. And similarly, I've done the fine liner, the marker, and I've just shown you that the actual pen tip itself, it doesn't lose its sensitivity. The only difference that I've found is it's the feeling on the surface itself, in that it's no longer graphite-y, it's much more rubbery. The pen tip feels a lot like this in nature. And actually with a pencil, wrong one, pencil, you still get the pressure sensitivity. And if we put it to medium, I actually don't use the pencil that much because I'm only writing notes, and then as I demonstrate this, you can also do shading still at the bottom with a mechanical pencil. Now the paintbrush, if you happen to use a paintbrush, you get this bristle effect, which is quite nice. I'm going to just demonstrate that to you. Black. Okay. And let's just do some more highlighting. So for example, you can do, please, maybe this bit. Great, and the calligraphy pen works just as well. And this, do a bit thick. Let's go to medium. This is live. There you go. But really, I use a fine liner for notes, so let me go to the last page.
For note taking, this really is a genuine place. Nib or the RM2, which will last much longer than the original.
So that being said, people, I will focus on the nib, and I hope that's been really useful. To summarise, you get Steadtler Noris digital nibs, which you can put into the Remarkable 2 Marker Plus. Okay? And this will last much longer. And I say much longer, I'm going to come back to you with a review to see whether this tip will actually wear down. I'm not convinced it will wear down that much at all. If you did like my video, please hit that like button. And again, if you want to find out more about the Remarkable 2 and how to achieve better thinking in this difficult age, hit that subscribe button and click on the notifications bell for more videos that will be coming shortly. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Bye.
Please.